Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BT Talks. Today, I have a good friend in Montreal, Monique ASSOULINE, who's with Sotheby, Quebec. She's an amazing person, luxury real estate advisor. She does Montreal and the whole region of Quebec. I see her joining. I see a few friends joining from all over the world. So let me see. Monique, if you want to join, or else I'm going to try to let you in. Hold on one second. Let's see. Thanks to everyone who's joining from New York, from Europe. There we go.
Hello.
Hello, Monique. How are you? Give me
Can you
one
hear me?
second.
Yes.
Very well. Yeah, this is perfect. All right. I like the background. Are you
You know,
outside?
I am outside. It's too noisy in my house.
It's okay. You guys have beautiful weather right now, no?
It's gorgeous. It's like 30 degrees Celsius, as we say in Montreal.
Unfortunately, in Florida, in Miami, the weather this week is terrible.
Dommage. But you still have the palm trees, so
We do have the palm trees. We just have, right now it's starting to get a little hot and humid and rain, but it's okay. We can't complain. We have at least 300 days of sun a year.
exactly.
And I know the winters in Montreal are a little bit rude, but
The
yeah, the
brutal.
summers are amazing. The summers in Montreal.
Summers are fantastic. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for being a guest here. I'm looking forward to our conversation. So tell us a little bit about who you are and your journey into real estate, because you've been doing real estate for quite a while. So
Yeah.
everybody gets to get a little insight of Monique ASSOULINE.
So thank you so much for having me. I really am so happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
I don't want to bore anybody about my journey, but I'll tell you how I started.
Whatever you want to say.
I'll make it short and sweet. I started in 2005 with no network, no social media, no nothing. And I decided to go, and I was very introverted and shy. Didn't know
Yeah.
what I was getting myself into. And so I heard about this networking club called the Chamber of Commerce. And one of my friends invited me. Nobody wanted to come with me, so I went by myself and with my business cards. I didn't want to speak to anybody, but people started coming up to me. And then I was like, oh, this is not so bad. So I started going again and again. And that's how I built my network. And then fast forward till today, I'm with Sotheby's International. I'm loving the thrill of the deal like everybody else.
It's the
It's an
thrill of the deal.
adrenaline, yeah, it's an adrenaline inducing business. And that's what I love about it.
And then you get addicted to it.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing, but it's in a good way.
yeah,
But I think
exactly.
also, we don't know each other for so long, but what I see is your energy that you deliver, and that's something very important. I mean, it's natural. You're not the energy, the smile, all that stuff, and that's what people want to go towards. So when you started into real estate and started like giving business cards or whatever it was with no social media, I think maybe there was this connection, this human connection.
Right.
And I think, today it's essential. You want to
Hmm.
be, I mean, it's not an easy business, but it's a fun business, and you get to meet some of the most, I think, interesting people in the world. You got
Absolutely.
it. You just have to go think on the long term, because it's not an overnight thing.
Hmm.
We get to see obviously a lot of beautiful properties anywhere in the world, whether it's Montreal, Miami, Europe. I mean, it is what it is. But beyond everything, it's a people business. So you
Absolutely.
got to understand your clients. You got to understand other real estate agents, developers, all these people, and kind of make it work. So
Hmm.
tell us, how is the market in Montreal and Quebec? How have you adapted from obviously this whole pandemic? I know Canada was a little more strict than a lot of other places. How has everything been for you and the
Yeah.
business over the past few months?
We're not even allowed still to go back to our offices, which is why I'm outside. Our office is still closed officially until they change the rules again. How has it affected us? We were not allowed to go out and show properties last year, was like most everybody else. So everything was done virtually. I sold a few properties without the buyers even being here and present or even visiting the property until they signed. So that was pretty challenging, but yet fun at the same time because it's less of a headache. It's like in and out. Right now, the market is still on fire. Multiple offers in so many different price ranges, like the $1 million prices, the tiny little condos.
Yeah.
We're still seeing multiple bids. So it's a hot and healthy market on the seller side.
That's good. I mean, so what is it? Do you have more locals or do you have a lot of international people coming to Montreal? What is the, I mean, I've been there many times. I love Montreal. I think it's a beautiful city. What is the most attractive for people to buy there in
Right.
Montreal?
So the international buyers are mainly for downtown Old Montreal, Griffintown.
Yeah.
They're looking for the investment condo, help me find a condo, help me rent it out, manage it for me. So that's what they're doing. But we also see international wealthy clients sending their kids to university here and buying the luxury condos downtown near our universities and just putting their kids in there for a few years until they sell it.
That's what I was going to
Um,
say because it's a student town as well. There's a lot of
mhm.
universities, McGill, University of
Montreal.
Montreal,
Yeah.
a bunch of
We
other
have
ones.
about
So it's,
five universities. Yeah.
yeah, and all very good. And I think, I mean, there's also a lot of U.S. people that send their kids to Montreal because it's a different experience, and also it's less expensive than the U.S. colleges.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
um, Good. So, and what are your favorite? So, do you focus on certain neighborhoods, or do you do all Montreal and parts of Quebec? Where is your clientele, seller and buyer?
So most of my, actually, I'm really all over the map because I focused a lot downtown Old Montreal and Griffintown for years and years. Because of the new construction, I had a lot of investors, local and international, buying in there. And so, buy, sell, it kept me there. But my local network is buying houses and they're going into the neighborhoods, the more
The houses
residential
are not
neighborhoods.
cheap in Montreal. You have some. I saw some amazing houses. There's some neighborhoods. It's like
Yeah, so
really
if
nice.
you go into Westmount, for example, you're not buying $1 million house. Like those houses maybe 3 years ago were you're trying to get a multi-million dollar, like $1 million property, and they
Yeah,
were selling still in multiple bids 3 years ago. And today they're like $3 million.
yeah.
So yeah, I
Do
mean,
you
but
do
here,
you guys? Yeah.
no, go ahead.
Do you guys have also? So I saw a few projects, but you have starting to have a lot of new development. I mean, Miami, obviously, it's full of new developments. There's pre-construction. I'm actually trying to work with a client right now on that. Have you worked on a lot of new projects?
Yes, there's actually one launching tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. It's downtown in prime location. And lucky me, I'm allowed to represent them. We have a handful of agents that they gave us access to the pre-sales. That's hot. And then there's a whole area downtown that was bought by one of the biggest builders in Montreal. And he's going to develop like a mini city inside the city
Wow, that's cool.
with commercial, residential. It's going to be spectacular. And
How long does it take to usually like developers to build? Is it 2 years, 3 years? Does it take longer?
yeah, it's about 3 to 4 years.
And you have buyers that put in, I guess, a deposit, like if they're interested, 3 or 4 years prior.
Yes.
Because it's easy and not easy. So basically, I mean, we have new development is sexy. You have some really cool projects, and then you have also to understand people. I was actually dealing with a client this morning, and hopefully, I mean, we'll move forward with something. But it's pre-construction. The project's going to be ready in 2 years, and it's kind of like explain the deposit structure over the next 2 years. And I mean, I said, look, this is one of the best developers in Miami.
Right.
And you have no fear because people are like, oh, if I lock in 20% and then 10% and all this money, look, you have to wait 2 years, but you're gonna win because at the end you get a better price, you get an amazing
Hmm.
finished product. How do
Yeah.
you get people in on a new project?
So I'm very picky with my projects. I'm not a buy all sell all
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
agent.
yeah.
And my clients know that. So if I'm bringing them to a project, it's because it's a good developer, he has a reputation,
Same for me. Yeah.
and I would buy there myself if I could.
That's what I
So
told. Honestly, I mean, I won't say until it's done because I really want to go all the way.
yeah.
I selected the best because I'm like, I can't sell something that I don't believe in. I said, look, I would buy here, this neighborhood, this building. Honestly, it's a win. You cannot lose. You just have to
Yeah.
just wait 2 years, but you're going to get something amazing. So what
Hmm.
type of developments do you have in Montreal? Which parts of the city are the developments?
Right. The first ones that I sold like a ton of a few years ago was in Griffintown, which was the buildings started popping up there, I would say around 2011, 2014
Hmm.
ish. It was such a vacant area. It's in the south of the city, on the water, south of downtown. And the first time I went to a pre-launch, I was like, who the hell is going to buy in this neighborhood? Well, there's no land left. So,
Yeah.
they're selling like hotcakes, but now they're moving closer to downtown area, which is amazing because downtown is, it's a business center, it's the museums,
I
it's the
love it. It's
universities,
great.
it's
Yeah.
closer.
Hmm.
But I heard there's another one coming in Old Montreal, which is very scarce. So those usually sell out immediately.
No, old Montreal is, I mean, I stayed there actually several times. I rented out like lofts that are incredible. Like it's a very, very cool
Yes,
spot.
it's my
Um,
favorite.
no, same for me. I have to say, every time I go, it's like I rent a place there. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Um, so tell us now, so I know you have, we'll talk about, you have a new listing. Tell us a bit about that. It's a little bit outside of Montreal, this house, a little bit about that. Then we'll go to social media and all that good stuff. But
This house is so special. It's so spectacular. You drive a little bit off the island into like this private little island where I think you only have about 70 homes.
mhm.
And it's on the north side, a huge piece of land. They custom built it in 2018. And it's just wonderful because it's on the water. They have their own boat dock, the boathouse. You can have a little private plane if you want to. And you drive on this private, road, like tree lined. It's just beautiful when
How
you get
far
there and it's so
how
private.
how far is it from Montreal? Drive?
It's not that far. It's about half an hour, like from the city
Oh,
center.
that's good. So that's great. I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
showcase it, but it seems that I don't know, Instagram Live took off like the slide where you could add slides and showcase like
Oh,
any
I didn't know we.
images. So
Okay.
they used to have it, but I don't have the feature. So, but I will definitely feature that house in my stories or even on my feed if you want. But it's a incredible house to have.
It's so nice.
Um,
Yeah.
so now let's go to social media. You're very good with social media. You've been on it for quite a while on different platforms. The main one,
Hmm.
obviously, for all of us, I think it's just Instagram because it's visual, because it's easy to use,
Yeah,
because a lot of things. We also have Clubhouse, which that's how we also connected in our little social
exactly.
estate family. You've been much more active than I've been, but it's just, there's a lot coming out of it. There's a lot of connections we made, a lot of knowledge. What is your take on social media and the evolution of it and what's in, over the next few years?
What's funny is when I started on social media on Twitter years and years ago, I think it
Twitter,
was,
now I don't use it anymore.
I know, I go on Twitter
I
when
check it.
Instagram
I
is
check it.
down to see
Yeah.
if Instagram is down.
Yeah.
But that's really what helped me because I created a blog and I was sharing my blog on Twitter and this reporter saw it and like it helped me. But then I went on to Snapchat before Instagram because
I
Snapchat
used
has
it also a bit, but not that long.
but Snapchat has Snapchat stories and that's where
Yeah.
real estate agents used to do their tours.
Yeah.
So we built a following there and then boom, Instagram shows up and then it's Instagram stories. So I've been doing that since day one. I love it. It's crucial. It's crucial for my business.
And you built your following organically. Like you have, because
Yeah.
I think there's so many, I mean, people have so many followers and like, I mean, there's different ways to do it, but I think the best way, honestly, is organically because you have the best following, best engagement. And honestly, that's where you build the best connections.
A few years ago, I hired a company to help manage my social media. The
Yeah,
next thing I know, I'm getting these weird followers. I'm like, you're fired.
no,
Goodbye. And that
yeah,
was
yeah,
it.
yeah. So you built it organically. So how do you use Instagram and Clubhouse as of today? So
So
like, I mean,
Clubhouse is incredible. As you know, we've connected with so many agents worldwide. It's unbelievable. I'm still in touch with them. And I think my Instagram grew a lot thanks to Clubhouse as well because I'm always on it. We're giving tips and tricks, and you connect just with your
I
voice,
have,
not with your
yeah.
face.
I think it's incredible. I think you just have to really, I guess, put it in your schedule. Luckily, we have some great rooms with Sina, who's the man.
Yeah, let's call
No,
it.
he brings a lot of great people,
Yeah.
on the rooms, and there's a lot of knowledge, and it's fascinating because busy people like all of us. I mean, we find the time to get on there and
Mhm.
get some advice and connect, and I think there's business coming out of it.
Mhm.
And it's a fantastic platform. So
Yeah.
actually, tomorrow there's a great one. I think you should be on, you'll be on it.
Yeah, most
uh,
likely, unless I have an appointment.
it's from 12 to 1 with my friend Valentin in Paris.
Oh, it's your
Um,
friend. Okay, cool. That's
yes,
good.
so it'll be fun. We're organizing with Sina. It's going to be an exciting one, and that's awesome that we're having every week these different people.
Very nice.
on the rooms. What is your thought on the future of real estate? How do you see the future of real estate over the next few years?
I mean, in my city, I still see it as growing. We're still in a seller's market. I'm hoping for a balanced market by the time fall rolls around, but I still don't even see any signs of it. So it's hard to
But
predict.
do you see there's a big impact? I mean, obviously, so technology, I'm talking from a standpoint of like technology, social media, how, I mean, obviously, I believe, strongly believe, there will always be the need to have this human connection, and that's the best agents will stand out. But there's a lot of things. I mean, then it depends on what level you're in the market. Are you selling, under $1 million properties, or 1 to 5, or plus $10 million, or things like that? But how do you see it evolving with everything that's going on? Because this industry is actually, it is in a way like archaic, I feel, but at the same time, it's evolving fast.
You know, I don't think it's archaic. I think people crave that human connection. I work a lot with first-time buyers, and they have no idea what they're doing. And when I sit down with them and I actually explain the process, they're so thankful because they had no idea. And sometimes
That's
people
what
are
I
in a
see
home
as
for
well.
two,
Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes people are in a home for 20 years. They're getting back into the market. They want to sell it, and they also have no clue. So
That's a very good point. I see it on my end also with the different buyers I'm working with, and a lot of them are so appreciative of the guidance and
mhm,
to make sure that the process is smooth. And they
yeah.
appreciate that human connection. I think it will be very difficult to, just purchase properties
Of
online. Like,
course, I was going to say, mais oui, it's
mais
absolutely.
oui, bien sûr.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do it online. You could do it by yourself, but it's not the same thing. You're not as well protected. Not everybody knows the law. There's so many rules and regulations. Get an agent. It's free. It's pretty much free, right?
Yeah. So how is a typical day in Monique's life? Do you have like a routine? Does it? I mean, in our business, every day is different. But what is your typical day?
My typical day is I started this about 27 days ago. I downloaded the 5 Minute Journal app, which is
There you go.
literally it takes 3 minutes when you wake up.
It's great,
It's the
right? It's
first thing
great.
I
Yeah.
do. It's the first thing I do,
Those are my
literally.
friends Alex and Mimi Icon who founded it, and they're very,
No way.
very, very good people. Yeah, yeah. I had
Wow.
Alex on
So
my BT talks.
oh my God, I'm gonna go back and check it. So yeah, so I start my day with a 5 Minute Journal, but the app, the one on my phone, and it grounds me. And then I go get my coffee. I need to make myself my latte every single morning, no matter what.
You're like me. We let coffee is part of our day.
And then, either I sit and like I drink it outside in the sun, or, if I know I'm gonna be a busy day, I'll go straight to the computer. And then it's just go, go, go. I don't like to plan. I'm very much into like last minute adrenaline inducing and let's go, let's go, let's go. And if I
Yeah.
have some free time, then head in the cloud is coming, saying coffee team. Um, yeah, and that's it. And then it's visits, it's contracts, it's social media. But social media, I don't plan it. It really is on a
It's the
whim.
same. I was going to say on this, there's always everybody's like, oh, you should plan your social media,
Mm,
Monday, Tuesday, this time. I mean, for me, it doesn't like you just go with the flow and you do
yeah,
it whenever it works for you because it's like in our phone, we go, boom, whatever app we use.
yeah,
So it's great.
yeah,
Um, what is your definition of luxury? Luxury, I think, has a different definition for everyone.
yeah.
In a few words.
So our motto is luxury is not necessarily a price point, but an experience. And
Hmm.
what we try to do is make every experience feel like a luxurious experience from beginning to the end. It's not necessarily a price point, but if you wanted to attach a price point to it, in Montreal, luxury starts at around 850,000. And ultra luxury, I would say, starts at around 3.8, which is not very high.
Which is attainable. I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah. But then you
Um,
have like the random like $10 million units at the Ritz, but very scarce.
yeah, I
Very,
saw. I
very
think there
scarce.
was a penthouse or something that sold at the Ritz
Virtually.
virtually, which is wow, 10 million, right, or something like that.
Yeah, around that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And last question. So obviously, you guys been in lockdown for quite a while. What will be your? Do you know which destination you will travel to when you can get out of Canada?
I'm already planning. I'm already planning. I'm waiting for my second dose because we have to get it before we're allowed to leave
Yeah.
and not to come back. And it's definitely going to be Florida because
There you
You know,
go.
I have a second place there, and we need to go check on it. And
Okay.
so that's my
Which
first
part of Florida or
in
Miami or?
Hallandale Beach, Hallandale.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's not too far from here.
And I can't
So
wait
you're
to
gonna
go.
come to,
Honestly, I really can't wait to go.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, let me know when you come to
for
Florida. We will
sure.
definitely meet up, have coffee, of course, and see some beautiful properties. Monique,
There's
thank
a
you so
coffee
much.
shop that
Yeah.
I've been to. Sorry.
Which
I
one?
was gonna say I've been to. It's in Aventura. I can't remember the name now. Oh, it was so cute. It was like in the trees. Do you know what I'm
Which
talking
one is
about?
that? There's so many new coffee shops.
I'm gonna send it to
Um,
you through Instagram. It was amazing.
there's a lot of coffee shops. I
Oh,
know new ones.
The Alchemist. The Alchemist.
Ah, yes. I haven't been in a while, but I know that one. It's a good one.
Very cute. Very
And
cute.
then there's a bunch of very cool ones around here, Wynwood Design District,
Yes, of course.
Midtown, a bunch of very cool ones. But yeah, we're definitely up for coffee,
Mhm.
sunshine, and beautiful properties.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna try to fit in a weekend to Montreal. I don't know this summer because I'm going to France in August, but
Nice.
maybe July if I can come, or else I'll
Cool.
figure out because I have a lot of also friends there, and I would love to come and see you in Montreal and see some Montreal property.
Right.
Um, Monique, thank you so much for being a wonderful guest here and all your insights on real estate, Montreal, life in Canada.
Thanks for
I think,
having me.
no, my pleasure. And we're going to stay connected as always. And we're going to meet up soon in Florida or in Canada. And anybody who is looking for property in Montreal, you got to connect with Monique. She's the best. Or even just to say hi, have coffee because she loves coffee. So
Not if
you'll
you're
be in good.
crazy.
There you go. But connect, follow Monique. And thanks to everyone who joined the live. Really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.